Hi, good day. My name is Shamika Bravo, and this is my third tutorial. And in this tutorial, today I'll be showing you the connectivity between different machines within a virtual environment, as well as the configuration of Server 2008 as a domain controller. And then we'll be installing Active Directory services. Okay, before we get started, first thing you'll want to do is check your adapter settings on the host machine. So open network settings, then go to change adapter options, and you're going to want to make sure that your VirtualBox host only network is enabled. Once that is enabled, then we can proceed. If it's not enable it, you can enable it here. Okay, now that that's done, let's proceed. So you're going to want to open your VirtualBox. The first thing I prefer to do is change the adapter settings before we log on to any of the machines we have here. We're going to change these adapter settings in settings. So when we open up settings here, we're going to scroll to the side there and look for network. Now it's going to be, the attached to is going to be in NAT format, and we're going to change this to host only adapter. Afterwards, we're going to click the advanced down button and change the promiscuous mode to allow all. This is for us to be able to communicate within the machines. Alright, so we're just going to press OK and do that for all the machines here. So Windows 7, setting, network, change NAT to host only, bring down the advanced, change deny to all, allow all, OK, and lastly Vista. Okay, so now we're just going to power them on. Okay, so when all three are loaded, you're just going to want to log in with your administrative passwords. So now let's open our network sharing center. And we're going to want to make sure that network discovery is on, not off. File sharing is on, not off. Public sharing folder is on. Printer sharing, this is optional, depending if you have a printer within your network. But for now, we leave it off. And password protection would be off for security reasons. Okay. Okay, and once all these items are in check, then we can proceed to be changing the IP. So just click on View Status, then go to Properties, and then you're going to want to choose IP version 4. As you can see, it's automatically assigned, so what we're going to do is choose the following IP address and manually input the IP address. Double click on subnet mask and insert the same IP for the preferred DNS server. And then press OK. Before you leave, just unclick the IP version 6 and press OK. Then press close. So you're going to want to do that for each system. So I'm going to do that for the Vista machine as well as the Windows 7, and then I'll get back to you. When all settings are checked, IPs are checked as well as the file sharing. Now we're going to check for communication between each machine. So first, I'm going to go on the host machine, which is Server 2008. I'm going to ping the Vista, which is on the O3 network. As we can see, we get through. Now this is the Vista machine, and let me ping the Windows 7 machine. Alright, and now let me try on the Windows 7 machine, and let me ping the Vista machine again. Let me ping the server machine. And let me ping it on this Vista as well. Alright, so as we can see, all the machines are communicating. And when we check the network on every machine, we can see that they all can see each other. The Vista machine, the Server 2008 machine, as well as the Windows 7 machine. Let's check it here as well. And here. So here are the three machines again, and the three machines here. Next, we are going to install Active Directories. So I will show you how I do that on the Server 2008 machine. So you're going to want to open up the Server Manager. Then to the left hand side, you're going to click on Roles. Come across onto the right, and then you would see Add Roles. And then we press Next. So we are going to click for Active Directory Domain Services, and this is what we are going to be installing. So we press Next, press Next again, and then we press Install. So I'm going to pause the video and then get back to you when this is finished. Now, when the installation has finished, just press Close. After that is finished, we're going to click the Active Directory Domain Services and then click on Run the Active Directory. The wizard is going to come up, and then we just press Next, Next again, and now we're going to create our new domain within a new forest. And this is going to be your NetBIOS name, so I'm going to use a .local. Press Next. Okay, so it's verified, and we press Next now. Okay, so now you're just going to want to put in a password and press Next. And now we're going to click that little button to the side there that says Reboot upon completion, and this will restart the whole server. So when it's done, I'm going to get back to you. Okay, so now that the computer has been restarted, we're just going to check the settings, the network settings again, just to make sure that nothing has been changed. So and as we can see, the loopback address or the preferred DNS server has been changed. So we're just going to put it back to what we had before. Alright, so then we pressed OK. Okay. Alright, and just as a precaution, we're just going to ping the other machines just to make sure that we're getting connectivity. So I'm going to ping the Vista machine. We got communication. Let me ping the Windows 7 now. Alright, great. Now we're going to add clients to our new domain. We're going to go to Administrative Tools, and the menu comes up to the side. We're going to look for Active Directory, Domain, and Trust. And then we're going to right click on the NetBIOS name which we gave it, select manage, now we're going to right click on computers, press new, then new computer. This is what you're going to do. You're going to add the other clients to this domain. So in order to get that information, we just want to verify the names of the machines. So we go to the Vista machine, we right click on computer, then go down to properties. As we can see, the computer's full name is Vista. So we're going to add it in here. Then we press OK. Now we're going to add the other one. And as we can see, the name is Windows 7. Then press OK. Now we have the two machines added. We're going to have to establish a trust between these machines. So we're going to right click on the Vista PC, select properties, and where the icon here says trust computers for delegation, we click that and it's going to prompt you telling you this option would allow the computer to be trusted for delegation, and basically you just press OK and then OK again. So you're going to do that for the Windows PC as well. Properties, trust, OK. Okay, so let's check to see if we're seeing it on the network. And yes, we are seeing the three of them. Okay, so now that that's done, we're going to change the Vista PC as well as the Windows PC from a group to add it to the domain SSB. So what we're going to want to do, you're going to want to open up the Vista machine, and we're going to change settings, and we'll press change right here, and then become a member of this domain, ssb.local. Then we press OK. And now the Vista machine has been added to the SSB domain. So we're going to press OK. And it's going to prompt you to restart the machine. So while this is restarting, we will do the same for the Windows 7. Change, become a member of SSB. Okay, so now both machines were added to the domain. Press OK, and this will restart as well. Okay, so in the meantime, we're going to start the promotion to PDC. So we're going to go to Start, Administrative Tools. Now we're going to go on Users, then New, and scroll down till we hit User. And it's going to prompt you for a new object. So what you're going to do now, this would be your user. So for the sake of this tutorial, I would use my first name and then create a login name. So I'm going to just name mine as Bravo, then press next. It's optional, you can add your initials. Press next, then you're going to add the user's password. So I'm just going to add the same password I've been using. Now here you would have the option for either the user must change their password at the next login, or user cannot change the password, or user password never expires. So you also have the option to disable the user's account. Now for the sake of the tutorial, you just click the password never expires and it will prompt you this, you just press OK, then press next. Okay, then it's just going to give you a summary of the user that you're going to create. The full name, the login name, and which option you choose for the password. After that, you just press finish. So now we can see the new user has been added. Now let's go test it out. So we're going to try with the Windows 7 machine. We're going to log off first, or switch user, and we're going to select other user. Now we're going to type in our name. Now you can either leave it like this and then continue with the password, or you could enter the @ssd.local, whichever way you prefer. Either way is going to work. And it's going to load up the user's profile. Okay, great. So that brings me to the end of this tutorial, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.